Hi Virgo, I hope that everybody's doing well. Before we get into the reading, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. For some of you, there's an offer, an opportunity coming towards you that you may be considering. Seems like something that you want to take your time with, to scope out. You could also be, if it's in the reverse, you could be thinking about like making a gesture towards somebody or an offer, something like that. I'm looking at the Knight of Swords here. The Knight of Swords is somebody that comes through that like gives us information that we need or clarifies something for us. It can also be like a revelation. Clarity, somebody clearing something up, receiving information that clears something up for you, something that you had been confused or unsure about. Seems like it helps you ground. Whoever this person is, if this is someone outside of you, this is somebody that would have very great advice for you on the emotional front. You can liken them to like a therapist or a guide type of energy. This is somebody you would see as grounded, mature, well thought out, level-headed. Somebody very much in touch, somebody that you respect the way that they deal with things on the emotional front, stuff like that. And this is somebody that's like giving you assistance, clarity, even perspective and understanding on like possibly how to deal with something on the emotional front that you are currently moving through. This can be like a friend, a therapist, a guide, somebody that gives you advice, or a place where you seek advice. Doesn't have to be a person. But it's anything that gives you like a grounded perspective and a scope of understanding. Helps you to see things from a grounded, level-headed vantage point. Especially over time. I'm hearing this may not be something that all comes out as at once. Virgo. Thinking about something. You may have somebody coming through and like telling you something, or you may be like getting additional information, receiving, whatever it is, it gives you like important information, or it clarifies something for you that had been unclear before. And I'm seeing before you like maybe react to what this is, there's something here about really taking your time to think about how you want to respond to this. And you may actually kind of like close yourself off or close off communication. Because I'm seeing somebody in an open state where they receive what it is that they needed to receive, like logically, information-wise, mentally, whatever this is. And then rather than like pinging off of that, it's like shutting down and like unplugging your phone or disconnecting from the conversation, doing whatever's necessary for you to like think about this and reflect on this and be like, how do I want to respond to this situation, and how is that going to affect like even the outcome of like my behavior, my choices that I make here. So I'm seeing something that you're reflecting on like privately, potentially. Really taking your time as well. I'm not seeing a process that you're rushing through. It's like, okay, I have what I need and now I can like think about this. It's like getting all the materials and then kind of like going into your own corner with them and figuring out like what to do with that. even in a meticulous, well thought out way. I'm hearing dispose. There may be stuff that you're clearing out or getting rid of as well. Whatever like information or clarity this is that you're receiving, it's helping you clear stuff out that's unnecessary for you. And also helping you do so in a balanced way. Yeah, I'm seeing a release coming to fruition. As I said before, I don't know what exactly this is that you're letting go of, but you may be going through some sort of process where like you're letting unnecessary, obsolete things go. This can be like cycles, this can be behaviors, patterns, things that you feel even like clutter your space. It seems even like making room for something else to come through. This is reminding me of, so I'm seeing the Four of Cups and I'm seeing the Tower here. So it's like the things that we clear out or the things that like are removed or that we remove, it leaves space for like the right stuff to grow in its place and to fill out. I'm even seeing somebody on a ship and they have like all of these things on the ship with them, and it's like you have to lighten the load or the whole ship is going to go underwater. So it's like possibly even avoiding that moment by like casting away or throwing out these unnecessary things. It's like really getting to the bones of what it is that you need, whether this be like you energetically clearing something out, physically clearing something out, emotionally clearing something out. Otherwise, it's going to be swept away, it seems. It's like if we don't get to this point of releasing what needs to be released, it's going to like block abundance. And if you like don't take the opportunity to do this, it seems like something's going to come through and like wash it or wipe it all away anyway with the Tower here. So it's really about like tuning in and being like, I need to get moving and processing and concluding what it is that's no longer benefiting me to hold on to, which also helps clarify what you do want to hold on to as well. I'm seeing Spirit even come through. Feels even like Spirit being like, this is a karmic test that's going to be upcoming for you. Something may even take an unexpected turn. This is about like renewal and growth for you and change as well. Development, evolving. There may also be a necessary conversation that's going to be had. I don't know if this is just like dialogue that you're having with like Spirit or your guides or something, or if this is someone actively within your life. But it looks like there's some sort of communication being had. To clear up. I am hearing misdiagnosed. So this can be like so many options, or feeling confused, just like a lack of clarity. And the Ace of Swords is like the complete opposite of that. The Ace of Swords is like an epiphany, clarity, like a moment where everything becomes very like crisp and organized and clear and straightforward. And you may even be like opening yourself up to a dialogue with like spirit, or somebody that you see as like a guide, or somebody that is like in alignment with your like spiritual or philosophical beliefs, that's helping you sort through something on the emotional front. So I'm seeing you gaining, there's a moment of gaining clarity, understanding of what needs to be let go of. And I'm seeing this be a test, a karmic challenge for you to remain grounded through the process. And what comes to fruition is you even feeling more connected with yourself, more connected with spirit, more connected with like your beliefs and your spirituality. And I'm seeing something developing that may not have fully taken form yet. And you are going to be asked to respond or communicate if a situation begins to manifest or is attempting to manifest and you feel like it's out of alignment or it's not resonating with you. This is about you being very, very clear and vocal about that. And before you respond, you may like think about something, because there could be something on the emotional front that pops up that may like throw you off or surprise you a little bit. But by you thinking about this and sitting with it and reflecting on it, it's going to give you the clarity that you need, and it's going to help you, assist you in gaining a sense of clarity when it comes to you and how you want to move forward, what the right path is for you to be taking moving forward. You may not expect to be thrown off by something, and you may be a little bit thrown off. Something may even have you like question your beliefs a little bit too, or challenge them. It seems even like something that you'd been possibly sitting on gets like broken open, and it's like at first it feels very chaotic when this happens, but it seems like it was necessary. It seems like something going on the like energetic or emotional front. I'm looking at Virgo, Mars, and Taurus. Getting to the bottom of it. So I'm seeing the Knight of Pentacles. Somebody coming through making an offer to you. Proposing something, giving you something. But you may be in a position where you feel like if you take this, it would be giving into the shadow, possibly. And there's a fear of not wanting to go in that direction. It seems like something comes through and makes itself like apparent or obvious, or like it shows up in your environment and it's presenting to you. And it seems like if you take that offer, it seems like the shadow would be like happy or satisfied by you doing that. And that may be something that you feel a bit distraught by. It can be also like an opportunity. It's like, if I make this offer, if I seize this opportunity, or if I like go about doing this, it's like part of my shadow. And it may even be something that you feel, for some of you, even something you feel ashamed of. Seems like this is a process even of coming to terms with what this is. So it's like, rather than like fearing this aspect of you that's like, hey, like whispering in your ear, take this opportunity, do it. It's about recognizing that how you feel when those feelings come up, and understanding too, like, you don't need to succumb to this. And if it's bringing up feelings of you experiencing distress, it's not something that you need to go along with. But it's also about coming to terms with this too. It's about acknowledging it and being like, okay, I see you, I understand that you're here, and we're not going to make this decision. So it's like unifying these pieces of yourself rather than like being beside yourself about this. It even seems like these like impulsive or darker shadow thoughts that come up, and it's about like the lens that we're seeing it through. And you can have a moment and be like really identifying with that part of your shadow for lack of like coming to terms with it, and be like, that's part of me, like I'm bad, or I'm this, or whatever that you're projecting onto it. Or you can be like, okay, it's just like a thought that I'm having, or like this impulse or whatever that's happening, and I can face it and not identify with it, and just be like, okay, I see that you're here, and then continue moving on, rather than like getting so caught up in this and like over identifying with it in a way where you feel like this is just like who you are and there's no escaping it and all of that. It's just about like accepting it and coming to terms with it, and bringing a sense of awareness, and being like, it's just a natural part of the brain, how that pops up. Yeah, it's like working with it, working with these things that worry you, like working with these shadow elements, coming to terms with them, shaking hands with them, giving the shadow a hug rather than running away screaming from it. Self-acceptance. It's also about working with the things that are scary or you feel fearful of. Working with doubts. For some of you, this is about fear. Because you could have also been in a space where you felt like even helpless, or like judging yourself because of like certain thoughts that were popping up. And it's about overcoming that by working through it and recognizing that you're the one in control, and you're also the one that's framing the narrative as well. And that you're not stuck. You're actually in complete and total power. I'm hearing one wrong turn. This is also about gaining awareness of what it is that you're manifesting too. It's like if you're in a particular mindset, that is what you're going to be manifesting. So it's also about being very aware of like what you're thinking and how you're framing things, like your perspective, the lens that you're looking at things through. The Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. It seems like you're allowing something to heal through love and renewal. Yeah, if something comes through and presents itself to you, and like you may be in a spot where you feel like you need something or need this thing or this opportunity, this seems like it's about finding what it is that you need within yourself to like come together and make yourself whole, rather than feeling like you need to buy into something even outside of yourself. Because what it looks like to me is that there may be something that you feel even tempted by because there's like a lack of unity. However, if you recognize this and bring the pieces together and like unify what needs to be unified, where you feel like whole and complete, then whatever this temptation is to go in a direction that would not ultimately benefit you, it allows you to like overcome that, and also to like heal something that is meant to be mended, rather than like create further distance and separation, and like even more of like a hollow within the heart space. It's about, again, like mending things and bringing them together, and also understanding like what's your basis for like how you're manifesting, and are you manifesting through like empowerment and love and unity and togetherness, or are you manifesting from a different space, from like a shadow space or an ego space, and what is here that needs to be addressed? What is the basis of an issue, and what are you trying to resolve, and what ways are you going about doing that? Are you doing it in a way that you feel like proud of, or are you doing it in a way where like maybe you feel ashamed of, or maybe you feel like it's like buying into something with the shadow? It's like achieving something that you want but going about it in a way that maybe you don't feel good about. So it's about like recognizing that and being like, what's the main point, what's the objective of what I want, and how do I go about doing that in a way that I feel good about, and manifesting from that standpoint, and working with yourself and your intuition, and allowing that to tell you like what decisions or behaviors are out of alignment and what is in alignment, and also not fearing like these thoughts that pop up or these impulses that pop up. It's like recognizing them, and rather than giving play to them, being like, okay, this thought is popping up, let me think about like, is that in alignment with me, or is that not in alignment with me? Would I feel proud about doing that, or would I not feel good about doing that? And seeing your thoughts in that way rather than identifying with it. It's about being like seeing yourself kind of separately from like these thoughts and impulses that you're having, and breaking it down in that way, where it's like something that's coming to visit and you're like, do I resonate with that or do I not? And then making your choice from there. So it's like taking that power back, rather than fearing it, rather than fearing like every thought that pops into your head, or the ones that you see as being bad. It's about like taking that value system away and just asking like, does it resonate with me or does it not? And then going about making your decision. And this is how you collaborate, this is how you work with connectivity, centeredness, oneness, and your intuition. And this is how you open a new chapter, a new cycle, a new leaf, turning over a new leaf. Looking at Gemini and Mercury here. Having the strength to do what you need to do for yourself. And having the faith and the courage to walk the path that you feel is right for you. That you feel is balanced, where you feel passion and vigor and excitement, and also that it is very much in alignment for you. Okay, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.